Move like everything always works out, unbreakable mindset. Have you ever felt like life is just relentlessly pushing you to the edge? Like you're pouring everything you have into something, doing your absolute best, but still you feel invisible, stuck, trapped, and afraid? Maybe it's that nagging voice that whispers, "You're not good enough," just when you're about to take a leap. Or perhaps it's the constant feeling of being overwhelmed, of having big dreams, but being held back by an invisible, suffocating weight. This isn't just about fear. It's about that insidious internal narrative, that quiet yet persistent enemy within that tells you you're not capable, not worthy, not strong enough. It's the voice that convinces you to stay small, to play it safe, to settle for less than you know you're truly meant for. Think about it for a moment. How many brilliant ideas have been silenced by self-doubt? How many incredible opportunities have been missed because of a paralyzing hesitation? How many vibrant, dynamic individuals are walking around feeling muted, believing the lies that fear whispers into their ears? It's a tragedy that unfolds daily, a silent battle fought in the minds of millions, where potential is squandered and dreams are left to wither. This isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a deeply ingrained pattern, a mental architecture built by years of conditioning, setbacks, and sometimes even well-meaning but misguided advice. It's a complex web of anxieties, insecurities, and doubts that can make the boldest person hesitate and the most ambitious person procrastinate. But here's the game-changing truth. This insidious enemy can be defeated. This internal battle can be won. You have more power than you can possibly imagine to silence that voice, to dismantle that mental architecture, and to reclaim the extraordinary life that is waiting for you. This isn't some quick fix or a motivational pep talk that fades by morning. This is about understanding the fundamental mechanics of fear, recognizing its deceptive nature, and then systematically equipping yourself with the tools, the strategies, and most importantly, the mindset to not just overcome it, but to utterly destroy it. We're going to dive deep into what truly holds you back, dissecting the subtle ways fear manipulates your reality and tricks you into believing in your own limitations. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to embark on a journey that will fundamentally change how you perceive challenge, how you respond to pressure, and how you unleash your true, unshakable power. You'll discover how to rewrite the narrative of your life, transforming moments of doubt into launchpads for incredible growth. You'll learn actionable strategies to build an unbreakable mindset, cultivating the kind of mental strength that not only allows you to stare fear in the face, but to laugh at it. We're going to talk about discipline, about faith, and about the kind of unbreakable confidence that makes you unstoppable. Get ready to stop merely surviving and start truly rising. This is your turning point. Section 1. The truth about fear. It's a liar. Let's get brutally honest about fear. For too long, we've been taught that fear is this primal protector, a survival mechanism designed to keep us safe. And sure, in a genuinely life-threatening situation, a flash of fear can save you. But here's the harsh reality. Most of the fear you experience in your daily life is not a protector. It's a manipulator. It's a prison disguised as protection. It doesn't want to save you from danger. It wants to stop you from growing. It wants to keep you small, comfortable, and predictable. Think about it. When fear stops you from asking for that raise, from starting that business, from speaking your truth, or from pursuing that dream, is it really protecting you, or is it just ensuring you stay stuck in a loop of unfulfilled potential? Fear is a master of whispers, not screams. It doesn't usually roar at you to avoid something. It subtly seduces you with excuses. It'll use phrases like, "Maybe later," "What if it doesn't work out?" "You're not ready yet," or "What will people think?" These are not truths. These are clever deceptions designed to keep you from venturing beyond your current boundaries. It convinces you that the known, even if it's miserable, is safer than the unknown, even if the unknown holds your greatest desires. This is why so many people struggle with overcoming fear of failure. Fear paints a vivid picture of worst-case scenarios, often exaggerating them beyond recognition. It plays on your insecurities, exploits your past mistakes, and projects a future filled with regret and embarrassment. But what if all of those elaborate narratives, those compelling reasons not to act, are nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion. What if the very fabric of your fear is woven from lies? Consider the sheer amount of energy we expend avoiding the things we're afraid of. The elaborate justifications, the mental gymnastics, the countless hours spent procrastinating or simply doing nothing because the thought of stepping into the unknown feels too daunting. This avoidance creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. Every time you concede to fear, every time you back down, you inadvertently reinforce its power over you. You teach your brain that fear is a valid deterrent, that its whispers are commands, and that its fictional warnings are undeniable truths. But here's the secret. Fear has no inherent power other than the power you give it. It's a ghost in the machine, a projection that only gains substance when you believe in it. Our goal isn't to eliminate fear entirely. That's often impossible and sometimes unhelpful. Our goal is to disempower it, to recognize its lies, and to refuse to let it dictate our lives. When you understand how fear lies to us, you begin to see through its deception, and that's the first step towards mental strength and reclaiming your agency. Think about a time you pushed through fear and achieved something remarkable. What was the truth about that fear once you were on the other side? Was it as big or as threatening as it seemed? Section 2. Weak feelings are not facts and action over emotion. The discipline solution. Now, let's talk about what I call weak feelings. These are the insidious sensations that often accompany fear. Laziness, insecurity, procrastination, anxiety, self-doubt, or a general sense of being overwhelmed. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they are signals. But here's the critical distinction. Weak feelings are not facts, they are not who you are. They are just echoes of your old self trying to keep you small, comfortable, and predictable. They are remnants of past experiences, learned behaviors, or simply a lack of clarity and direction. When you feel a surge of procrastination, that isn't a definitive statement about your character. It's a feeling, a temporary state. When anxiety grips you before a big presentation, it's not an unalterable truth about your capability. It's an emotional response. The problem arises when we treat these feelings as absolute truths, when we allow them to dictate our actions, or worse, our inaction. We say, I feel lazy, so I can't work out today. Or I feel insecure, so I can't pursue that relationship. This is where the trap lies. These feelings are merely signals, and like any signal, they require interpretation and a conscious decision on how to respond. They might be telling you that you're tired, that you're unprepared, or that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, but they are not telling you that you are fundamentally incapable or that your dream is impossible. Your internal state, your emotions, can be incredibly volatile and unreliable guides for action. If you wait until you feel motivated, feel confident, or feel brave to act, you'll often be waiting forever. This brings us to the discipline solution. The ultimate antidote to fear and weak feelings is action. You don't need to feel brave to act. In fact, it's the opposite. You need to act before fear finishes speaking. Motivation is fleeting. It's a spark that can ignite, but it rarely sustains. Discipline, on the other hand, is the consistent flame that keeps you moving forward, regardless of how you feel. It's the commitment to doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether you like it or not. Discipline suffocates fear because it deprives fear of its primary weapon, inaction. Every small act of discipline, every time you push through discomfort and take a step forward, you send a powerful message to your brain. I am in charge. My will is stronger than my fleeting feelings. Think about getting out of bed early to exercise, even when every fiber of your being screams for 5 more minutes. That's discipline. Think about sitting down to work on a difficult project when you'd rather be scrolling through social media. That's discipline. It's not glamorous, it's not always fun, but it is the bedrock of unbreakable confidence. When you consistently choose action over emotion, you start to rewire your brain, proving to yourself over and over again that you are capable of overcoming internal resistance. This isn't about being a robot. It's about mastering your internal landscape, about taking control of your impulses and directing your energy towards your highest aspirations. The more you act, the more you build confidence, and the less power those weak feelings have over you. As the saying goes, kill your weak feelings before they kill your dream. How often Do you let your feelings dictate your actions? What is one small, disciplined action you can take right now to challenge a weak feeling? Section 3. Rewire your brain for courage and turn pain into power. Your brain is an incredibly adaptable, powerful supercomputer. And here's a mind-blowing fact that can unlock immense potential. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and memory. This isn't just a quirky scientific tidbit, it's a profound truth that forms the basis for rewiring your brain for courage. For years, you might have been unconsciously creating fear loops, repetitive, negative thought patterns that reinforce insecurity, doubt, and limitation. Every time you rehearse a worst-case scenario in your mind, every time you replay a past failure, you're inadvertently strengthening those neural pathways. You're literally training your brain to be afraid. But if your brain can't distinguish between what's real and what you vividly imagine, then you have the power to create confidence loops. You can replace those fear-based narratives with powerful, positive ones through repetition and intentional focus. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist. It's about consciously directing your inner dialogue and mental imagery. This is the essence of Napoleon Hill's powerful principle of autosuggestion. Hill, a pioneer in success philosophy, taught that anything the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. The key is to repeatedly impress upon your subconscious mind the beliefs and images of what you want to become, rather than what you fear. This means visualizing success, affirming your capabilities, and mentally rehearsing the actions you need to take with confidence and clarity. Imagine yourself confidently speaking in public, closing that deal, or launching that passion project. Feel the emotions, see the positive outcomes. Do this consistently, and your brain starts to build new neural pathways, literally changing its physical structure. It begins to treat these imagined scenarios as pre-memories of future success, making it easier for you to act when the time comes. This is why mindset transformation is so crucial. When you rewire your mind, you rewrite your life. You shift from a default setting of anxiety and avoidance to one of anticipation and boldness. It's a powerful act of self-authorship, taking the pen and scripting a new, more courageous future for yourself. Now, let's talk about turning pain into power. Life isn't always fair. We all face setbacks, disappointments, and moments of profound struggle. It's easy to see these experiences as evidence of our weakness, as reasons to give up. But what if your wounds don't disqualify you? What if instead they define your strength? The ancient Stoic philosophers understood this profound truth. What stands in the way becomes the way. They taught that obstacles are not roadblocks, but rather opportunities for growth. Pain is not a punishment, it's raw fuel. Failure is not a final judgment, it's crucial data. Unfairness isn't a reason to despair. It's a weight that, when lifted, reveals incredible resilience. Consider the countless individuals throughout history who have transformed unimaginable suffering into profound purpose. Think of someone who lost everything and used that experience to build an empire, or someone who faced discrimination and channeled that injustice into a movement for equality. Their wounds didn't break them, they forged them. Their pain became a catalyst for change, a crucible in which their true strength was revealed. Your past hurts, your perceived weaknesses, your moments of struggle, these are not liabilities. They are the very ingredients that can make you formidable. They are the stories that give depth to your character, the challenges that have refined your spirit, and the lessons that have equipped you with invaluable wisdom. Don't waste your pain. Don't let it shrink you. Instead, consciously choose to transmute it. Let it fuel your ambition, deepen your empathy, and sharpen your resolve. Your journey through adversity is not a testament to your weakness, but to your incredible, enduring power. What fear loop are you currently playing on repeat? How can you consciously begin to replace it with a confidence loop today? What past pain can you now see not as a weakness, but as a source of your current strength? Section 4. Faith over fear and rewrite the story. You hold the pen. There's a profound truth that often gets lost in the noise of daily life. Faith whispers when fear screams. This powerful insight, often attributed to the great Denzel Washington, captures the essence of a fundamental choice we face every single day. Fear is loud, urgent, and demands immediate attention. It bombards you with worst-case scenarios, fills your mind with doubt, and tries to paralyze you with anxiety. Faith, on the other hand, is a quieter, more subtle force. It's not about blind optimism. It's about a deep-seated conviction, an unwavering belief in a purpose beyond your immediate circumstances. It's the quiet knowing that even when things are chaotic, there's a higher order, a reason, a path forward. Faith sees purpose, not just problems. When fear sees a towering obstacle, faith sees a stepping stone. When fear sees rejection, faith sees redirection. It's the ability to trust the process, to believe in your own potential, and to hold on to the vision of what's possible, even when the present reality seems to contradict it. You were created on purpose for a purpose, and no fear, no setback, no external circumstance can cancel that out. That inner drive, that longing for something more, that spark of ambition, that is a manifestation of your inherent purpose. To deny it, to let fear silence it, is to deny a part of who you are fundamentally meant to be. This is the spiritual way to overcome fear, not necessarily in a religious sense, but in the sense of connecting to a deeper truth about your existence and your potential. Now let's talk about rewriting the story. You hold the pen. For too long, many of us have allowed fear, past failures, or external opinions to be the primary authors of our life stories. We live according to scripts written by others or by our own limiting beliefs. We stop trying new things because of old hurts. We settle for less because we've been told we're not capable of more. But here's the empowering truth. You are the author of your life. You hold the pen. You can, at any moment, pick it up and rewrite your future. Stop letting fear dictate the narrative. Stop letting the past define your potential. You have the power to create a new script, a new vision, a new destiny. This isn't about being delusional. It's about choosing conviction over conditions. Your current circumstances, your past mistakes, your perceived limitations, these are merely conditions. They are temporary states. Your conviction, however, is your unwavering belief in your own ability to create, to transform, to achieve. When your conviction is stronger than your conditions, you become unstoppable. You were born to create, not to be controlled. You were designed for impact, for purpose, for a life lived fully and authentically. The fear, the doubt, the weakness, these are just characters in the old story. It's time to write them out, or at least give them a much smaller role. Decide who you want to be, what you want to achieve, and then start writing that story with every decision, every action, and every thought. The blank page is waiting. What truth does faith whispers when fear screams reveal to you about your own life? If you were to pick up the pen right now, what new chapter would you write for your life, completely free from the old narratives of fear and limitation? Section 5, Conclusion. We've journeyed through the deceptive landscape of fear, unmasking it not as a protector, but as a cunning liar. We've recognized that weak feelings, that nagging laziness, that paralyzing insecurity, that seductive procrastination are not immutable facts about who you are, but merely transient signals. We've armed ourselves with the potent antidote, action over emotion, understanding that discipline is the silent, unwavering force that suffocates fear and builds genuine, lasting confidence. We've explored the incredible power of rewiring your brain for courage, leveraging the mind's neuroplasticity to build new neural pathways of success through intentional thought and autosuggestion. And we've learned to turn pain into power, transforming past wounds and setbacks into sources of unshakable strength, guided by ancient Stoic wisdom. Finally, we embrace the profound truth that faith whispers when fear screams, reminding us that our deeper purpose will always outweigh our temporary anxieties, and that we, and only we, hold the pen to rewrite the story of our lives. The core message woven throughout this entire discussion is simple yet profound. You are stronger than you've been told. You possess an inner resilience, a latent power, and an unshakable spirit that has been waiting for you to activate it. Fear is not your master. Weakness is not your identity. Hesitation is not your destiny. The choice, ultimately, is yours. Will you continue to allow the whispers of doubt to hold you captive, or will you rise up, seize control of your mind, and step into the magnificent life that awaits you? Here's the invaluable moral of our journey today. Your external reality is largely a reflection of your internal landscape. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. Cultivate a mindset of unbreakable confidence by consistently choosing action over inertia. Fuel your spirit with unwavering faith in your own capabilities and your inherent purpose. Embrace discipline not as a burden, but as the liberating force that allows you to break free from limitations. And remember, every single moment is an opportunity to rewrite your story, to choose courage over comfort, and to prove to yourself just how powerful you truly are. Don't just let these ideas resonate with you. Act on them. Apply them. Make them a living, breathing part of who you are. This isn't just about watching a video, it's about activating your true strength, starting right now. If this message ignited a spark within you, if it resonated with something deep in your soul, then do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. Your engagement helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. More people who are ready to conquer their fears and unlock their full potential. And if you're ready for more insights that push you to your highest potential, that challenge your limits and empower your journey, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. Join our community of individuals committed to growth, success, and building an unbreakable mindset. Now, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, share with us, what fear are you committed to killing today? What is one specific action you will take to conquer it? Your honesty and commitment can inspire countless others. And always remember this, you were not made to merely survive. You were made to rise. Go out there, embody this truth, and create the extraordinary life you were born to live. See you next time.